economy is rebounding. So at the end of last year, economy no grew by 0.9%. We share the sub-regional, I think that third or fourth. So Nigeria, for example, and other countries, no, they were in the negatives by 0.9. It's an in the budget for the year. You did go like a common. You who say media review of the budget, no. You have seen improvements because the growth, GDP growth rate, no, meaning at 3.1%, including oil. Oil free component was about 4.6%, which is encouraging. So it means gradually, we are getting on track. Fiscal deficit was not bad, about 5.1%. The annual target near about 9.5%. We can operate within that. So inflation, we are still below the 10s. Time I read the budget now, media policy review. Now we are doing something around 7.8. I think last month now a call around 10% or so. But so and sitting now for the first time in so many years now, you will say you see I appreciate it against the euro by 3.6%. Encouraging. Looking at the dollar parity now, I think the depreciation was marginal. For the city to appreciate against the euro. 3.6% no was something encouraging. Your foreign reserves, we are doing about 5 months of import cover and all that. So foreign direct investment in this country, phenomenal. And under this administration, even in the midst of COVID, you say big automobile companies are in this country investing in all that. So there's hope under the Nana Akufo-Addo administration. Bonfire says near Ajumaden, COVID no Ekofuma. You see huge progress in the country. COVID that the way this country was moving on progressively, we are doing well. Averagely, now economy no by 7%. Averagely, so things were doing well. Banking sector cleaning up, brought dividends to us. Sanka banking sector cleaning up as we speak anka your economy a crash. So far so good, and I hope America will do better. We will change things. I will benefit Ghana.
John Mahama thinks you are just putting figures together. Say economy but the livelihood of the people government so much say things are very bad.
You see, say make it say John Mahama wa man penida. Under his watch, this country sank so low. And at that time, we didn't even have global crisis, no global pandemic, but he couldn't manage the economy. You call IMF so kaya. You done sumo for over 4 years because of the incompetence in this country's struggle. Industries were not doing well. Catch me between 2012 and 2016. Me, adia a course or memhonoma a code ye. Tama mills ebe free mu. And mills did well because the mills they or man ebe do or free mu na mama buy we went back. When we say Tama yeko for ebe far amamu now inflation enquire 40% so kaya. No matter what, faso a cost 40%. They go for about 80%. Mills brought it to single digits for some time. But Mahama Ebayano, Obekono, now inflation is about 15.4. He couldn't handle the economy. The economy now it grew by 3.4%. In this country, for the first time, Ayunya, a Mabuna, Omo Siapoma School, Omati Association. Unemployed Graduate Association of Ghana. Under Mahama, he couldn't create jobs for the people. So under Mahama, this country experienced unprecedented hardships. That was the reason why you call IMF say you call share policy credibility and investor confidence. But now Kufa Dubai, It does soon move for 5 years under Mahama became a thing of the past. We had stable power supply. 1D, 1F. Last time, me file a question. Emma Trade Minister, Sanka Omeche 1D, 1F, the number now your war, and our face no jobs are created. But he chose to come in the form of a statement. Obama's statement, no, he told us, say, 1D, 1F, no, meaning are creating about 150,000 jobs, direct and indirect. And the number of factories are running right now, no, about 104.
Yeah.
About 150 are at various stages of completion. But under Mahama, no clue to even introduce 1D, 1F. Your bear who said, we introduce NAPCO. At least 700 cities a month for about 100,000 of our youth. Meaning, let's solve some problems.
Yeah.
And the planting for food and jobs are being created. National education cards, jobs were created. So at DBI, you created jobs. Digital adoption system, jobs were created. And all that. So, Yaba, Ababe created more jobs for the people. These factories, no, look at the jobs are created. Apart from equity jobs, no, a bet reduce our burden on importation of goods because some of these factories, no, best serve as import substitution factories. The more we reduce importation, no, now we see can hold near the ecoso. This is smart governance. Na Kufado and a diaba. So my mama there or can be sa. Officer said you Ghana for Yajume hunting or Kabisa for power. But you Ghana for Nimo. Say under your watch, no, this country went back centuries. Minya, and I mean, Obiabeka say between Nana Kufado and John Mahama, and Nana Kufado is mass apart. Because of there's some things in this country, and Kufado, Minya, Anka Yeni. So make a couple man can't in high school.
Yeah.
Education set committee on education in parliament. We can say, store in some regions in the country. And then we Ashanti region and team called Eastern region. You call TVET institutions and Sonojuma. Meaning until now, until recently, and can Nipa emu and Sonojuma. Because if you say one course school by a doctor here.
Yeah.
But skills, no, very important. And what made me happen is you call one that who said, you probably be not TSA, I'll be now into skills training.
Yeah.
A boa, Bebuama, a criminal iodine. So I think you are doing. So, equipment that what some of these facilities are, many are awesome. So I mean, you offer a beer, this country is doing well for the first time in our history. Every district or municipality, you see an ambulance there. And because of that, ama Nipa and Kaibianka omu because of no ambulance in their district, no. That's why they're swatted. So all these are examples are HSA. Something is being done. You can't want some a month for count some a true say you have a road deficit in this country because you see the nature of our country, no, a contributory factor because Obinya Sika Koto Asase or baby. Also Koto Asase the same area. The more Nipa Ekwa there will be the need for roads.
Yeah.
About so planning so obey quine. It put pressure. That is why I will share a road deficit no. Think by the ecoso. But also advanced countries now. Before so about time baby no.
Yeah,
it is plan. It is plan. So that is a challenge. But let me raise road stock no from about 73,000 kilometers to 78,000 kilometers. More than what the NDC did. So and Sankanya COVID I can tell you say Anka Yokueni pa quite a social Oshimasi then Chimoso the Chiman culture boom. As we speak, even in the midst of COVID though, Asabia is there working. And I'm aware.
Yeah.
In most part of this country, quite no ecoso. Two say there's an areas and number slowed down because of financial issues and all that. But by and large, and now Akufo-Addo demonstrate say momo na yedi hye nsa no menua he's done he's done well. In female son if in female son near chair at the no, I think say we'll be able to add on to
what has already been done.
So far, I mean, to mama dear, I mean, when we say dear, why can't one no matter yakachi, thank you to all on a campaign be was started, but for me no, it will be a campaign to nowhere because 2024 no Ghana for a share and no matter ecoso. Now they compare almost time ni beam, so then we decide again for the MPP, because as long as the MPP ever abemno, meaning this country always does well. As long as I ever now, okay, Senior High School by and this is for rubbish here. As we speak, no, it has come to stay. Senior High School, no, it's not only in grammar school, so okay, technical institutions, now second cycle ones, no, like KTI and all that, no, they also benefit from that.
Yeah,
Senior High School, no, also because of the double track, no. And the increase in intake, no, also gave us opportunity to recruit more teachers.
Yeah. So,
because say last 4 years, na put time, no, teachers for a year culture more close to 100,000 or so. So, but anka Senior High School ama, anka double track ama, anka yent me as a more teachers and all that. So, you can kind of say any intervention be a devil be no, a opportunity to create additional jobs for the people. So far, so good.
So in Parliament, committees bearing ourselves, I know say you're on education.
Sure. So me were 2 committees now. Select Committee on Education and Poverty Reduction Strategy Committee. These are 2 critical committees. Now, first, Nanka Poverty Reduction, number of said. I mean, very.
Can be with I want to say. Mean, Tagram Ponte was him. We are committee for our Tatis finance, public education, public accounts, energy. Great.
That committee, no, sir, there were 2 main committees in Parliament. There were select committee and there was standing committee.
Yeah.
Poverty Reduction Strategy Committee, no, ad hoc committee. You go for introduce here because of the HAPEC initiative and because we are here doing because of poverty.
Yeah,
we are there because of poverty. They are poverty, but you know, I think this time, no, guys, now you cook some committees, no, and we say no, we can make that committee work, and I can tell you, say, the starting, you know, one of the most active committees as we speak. The commitment and the zeal, because you started you invited some of the agencies and ministries to appear before us. No man change Jumadia Omodi resolve the poverty in this country. Middle board invite you invited Northern Development Authority, invited Coastal Development Authority. Ministry of Local Governments, MASLOC, NHIS, Petroleum Commission. I'm telling you. So I'll be here very soon. No, mark my words. Said this committee, I'm going to put the Kwachanya, the most powerful committee in Parliament because of the rule that committee plays. And because also Energy Ministry, local government, finance. Madebia omudinina no gear towards what? Poverty reduction.
Poverty alleviation.
Yes. That for me that is the bottom line. So far it's one of our committees no. We have people who join as friends.
Yeah.
Say we are MP or joining for the first time. Somebody has come to join the Poverty Reduction Committee
as a friend.
They be number some day. I'm some chairman, not chairman. Approve as I'm higher there. So it's good. I did on Sabe Cabiano. Menya or so funny ways say adeno obona de ayeye let me kwasi kuno do we on that committee.
Okay.
Yeah, committee no you can say this committee has to work, and the chairman and all those guys are committed to the agenda. So that is why the committee is doing so well as we speak.
Meba osubio na ya betran komono so ye bi wi na ya hwe kwada so okoyi efie so etesei ewo home Tego
Ayeba
so bi I fine
ya mi adum bia boko
great Honorable Dr. Kingsley Nyako eno ame ehunu na hye beje fie nema o mafom kakra ansana omoba ahomjim October ena omo abekono then kakra on John Mahama as a statement, right? And now we know we didn't come say the Hano can say or no more queen and if you ne banson able can. But are we that bad? Am I set up as what children?
Ohinaba medasi yedi kan mechia na namukomhene na edumen sansare na machia miami MP Honorable Eugene Boachentwi and chairman Edusei. Wow, chairman.
Chairman.
Yes, chairman.
Chairman Michael Edusei.
Yes, you are machia MPP nibi pa wa mkomeye Konse G or Sempo supermarket. Na me konsem no so no medical ada Honorable Kingsley Nyako ase senior mpanyfo bi si na hwe the way a omudi ahobra se kire nwomomo na ye members omofi enya bi fa na area argument no metimi an reach more argument na ye beda omo ase ye call John Mahama no statesman. Yes, he's a statesman because obey a president and all the respect I see the man no e di amano na simple akra medical kan say ojina bebia na oka ya memu yi hu nsem a eya na the position na say what dividend no ana me expect say anka odi position ho ebuo no ebe kasa but ana politics no dozo enti ana yehu say yenye no John Mahama the former president or statesman and as John Mahama the would be candidate obesa ababium amagana for as abehwe si betimi atono so ababium ana nonsense ma okeka ekire ekwanya NDC for some time now omo politics. But we are saying say Ghana for yehwe na yenim. In the history of this country, it's only between 2016 and 2020 and the presidency and Munyama presidency never so low. Under the watch, that time any pandemic here that time the only pandemic we had was corruption for 4 strong years under his watch, total watch. And you know say oba na okunya opportunities obekasa na onim say politics as usual nti na obekasa ama Ghana for a consider ne say echina bi betimi a consider na e besere no enam so wodi position bi da nti no on cheche nwumam so wo opposition a de miminim in governance politics kakaya ne say obama alternative suggestions onim say President Ronald Akufo-Addo ayi ne sei saka me na me da so hodo mo a kamaye ne sei na ka Ghana for ahwe ne mienu me hunu say oh the opanyi kan sanke man opportunity an can be better than the ohi but say no strategy a NDC for no ye ne say omo be ma omo nkofo ni bi omo nye hard line na hardcore politicians no omo front line no ebe ne nam areas no my omo so omo ye neutral na say floating voters and I said the ordinary Ghanaian na omo start here say oh and then you mo ye din nti no okoto ade o say dey bisa oh we yes 5 cities oh and was na 4 cities so and then they want unim dia kwakosi na omo dey diabolics but we are telling them say under their watch things were worse because the ordinary Ghanaian no ye tailor no ye baba no ye ordinary jobs and nantenim say ohia ordinary light keke e dey na djuma bra on dan aban kra no ye djuma within some few times it was my full day no tifi e bo okra na at certain times I know onim so obenya kanea dey na djuma e dey nya ne 20 cities na 30 cities no obeba djuma na that day no kwa na say dum kanea and then watch na saa nyoma we nyina si ti say man opportunities no say wo kasa presidents no odibida say the kind first no say na dan ko kufa do dividend no ye kasa mane nka bi ene wo dibida enti wo kasa on for figures ono booking nya ko ka ne nsema o ka nyina no o ma figures no wa kire bebia ne ye wo bebia kwa kodu enti so ono nso enam se wo dibida no so kasa ye be expect say o di figures betoto ho ne nyina ya consider hunu se je o ka ne wom na se obi ko yede wa bonche na okoshe omochi na de amanfo ka no na wa na se o de ne ho twitwi na yesu bi nya no time
isa
so de ne ho twitwi a se be bon ho ma yesu atwena bam ni se onyi nanim se obesa agina biom but de oye nyina kire se obesa agina biom ko se so okọ Ghana fo nyina so akoda o ma se o moto abetia na ma wantimi am be president enokre ye betwen no oba na ase no ye be kire no a promise ne se o sababu e besa mana ba be das biom se ye to aba etia no e ma no lusiye a campaign na all year to gag the party, to hijack the party for another 4 years. So the beya obient minity ember. And the party no dashin butum and oye ni ope. Nana do danko akufado e bumai. Timer ye chen kania che light ye nsuo acheche nyoma bebre organ hanom no. Ade na sa time no ma meka se sa de na nana do danko akufado ye ni begumai no. Na ni alternative ye sen. Ene ni nkofo ne nam se adwuma ni honom. Bibisa wo oheneba na nnwuma no wo honom na danko akufado bai obeyi nkofo adi ana. Ene bibia na danko akufado bai on the back of fixing this country. That's why Nana Danko Akufo-Addo was voted for. And that promise no, we're carrying through. And time beyond me care about education. Me I always say that's the only thing. Ba a bit menya amana nemu aye din o na brabom. Ska anybody ono ya wo no ska wo fie. Enti wanya bibia kra mo no bra. Wonu se ska de wo fie no betimi dia bone bra. But the be maska ni ba no ohia ni ba be pay education. And on another Danko Akufo-Addo buy or see. Obebo here ni nisika ba abetimi aye pe when it comes to say yeso bia ye Ghanaian eno na time bia mebo na ba so say o ma na ye priority na yem bisa say free SHS buy numbers no course no education numbers saying and creating in terms of jobs na de bia no anam sabo ye hu so bo say I na figures we ye taking for granted say yentimi nyes ha numbers we mekanche Ghana for say free SHS even in education keke I employ additional teachers say ne Ghana for hunu say when it comes to job creation we are creating jobs I na one for him say even say ka say aban bi create jobs aye civil service nko ana ye employ nko for kwa create jobs and all these new schools are ye increasing numbers no. Let's go then hunu the number of jobs are indirectly create ho. And maybe a term me bad man of here, one of the lecturers are more poly. No, Kase, and they are unemployed people like Organ Hanma. You will go on more or ye Juma. As your case of more Munya Juma, no be kind waka hubi. You will be on swa a Juma no ho crana or no only purpose obey. And so time will be an or the mobile you unemployed him. And nay, so share Ghana be a dream. Yankase be a rosy. But yem bisa ye namfo ne enwanu wo abochire no ohene ba se wo bisa omo se bia wo no mudi nkomo kra na nsem na omoka omo se abochira ye din enu ase na otimi 10 cities ba enne ontimi fa 10 cities mbabiem. It goes to show you say ye ka se covid a enya excuse na ye ma all across this world. COVID a creative havoc, a creative mess for everybody. And you know, and you say be excuse me na yema. The figures that we have a create problems for us. And you know, omo ya benjuma ye de 4% increment yi ba ya e de abufu hyew bebre aba no. Nya de bia ya kan say they should continue to engage. Sa na yebetimi aye. We engage to make sure say oman ebeko nanim. Enei menye sure say civil servants are bia timi aba abontene ohene ba be ka say madwum ho amewo either say ye National House of Chiefs either say ye KMB and say AMB and say wherever waka say ye hono ma ye wono ye officer ye wono ye won kofo bebre am ye redundant ohene ba wati bi da so oh ye office ho kra no ye department 20 ba adwuma no kra nka nipa 10 betimi aye ohene ba wati bi da now so 10 bia there say aban employ additional people to make sure say you be expand the job as a civil service and as a civil servants in their various places. And you be strong. Say you see Wontumi as the first course and as a first way of talking to government. You be strong. So I'm no yes and you bunu. Udi can engage to the level ube say and your man ye crown. It should be the last resort. Because some of these demonstrations are here, you know. You can't be any demonstrations, but your implications. Omu demonstration now, your health pandemic now. Oh, we know the cost of this pandemic to government payers. It is a year I say be the first way I bet me because I try buying. And it's a better Wontumi. A buying way of spending. No, a problems about because the government is supposed to handle health, agriculture, employment, a whole lot of places are as a government in fixing, and we are fixing these things. Your communication in up to the highest level I be expected by and anybody be America. Say by now, Ghana for example, more appreciate the work now done Kokufado a. But somehow, some way, your communication in reaching that far into a more in charge of all these things. No, your best room. I always say there should be a deliberate plan to let the ordinary Ghanaian know, say, this and that is what Nana Danko Kufuor has done. And they go be about these drone services. I did Mojani no echo some places Ananka. Either tuna ain't mimba. But you can't do no once in the first 4 years, no. This time you can be more and it is still working. Planting for food and jobs is still working. You can't cry near a din. Tebesro himba. Nana Danko Kufuor buy the success is our choke. We know and we have felt it. In the times and then you more ding. Papa Nantanasi or about to our aid to make sure say ni man for say about costing the same crown now. You will relieve ye. And then life are yet me said the pandemic in Yambai. And we are taking it for granted as if say BNC. But BBNC the best party in for our in charge of communication. There should be a deliberate investment by government to give brochures and other communication materials available to the ordinary Ghanaian. So other government officer, you get it. So we communicator now person you get it. Online portals, so that all these things back to the ordinary Ghanaian. Said by obintimi tumfutrungu obiani. And this is for I'm challenging them. So I'm criticize government they should give us alternate suggestions. Say come on to see under this pandemic and they will do this and that and that. No more for figures. And to me unu say amamwono skase na daho in the public purse. And this is how they were going to do it. Unlike say omo go for chi omo dey hu. Decision go for chi omo ye dede. Say fix the country, fix the country. We are fixing this country and we have evidence all my say you fix this country. And to anybody Nyomo Canada, John Mahama is an old cargo. We all know. Wakachre said you vilify the referee. So much so that people will not take him serious. Ne akotwa bamma. But NCBM yema amno mo dwom ankofo bi ni nam ho no mo a omo bedi nkoma no mo mo so mo MPP for na so mo the ordinary Ghanaian. Those people I always say mishia yami mu ni ade wo radio station so a those people when they talk people know who they are. But yonkofo bu on ma when they go to some of these places, they pretend as if they are neutral people. Those people are politically colored. Like this Free the Country convener. I said, we all know him. We know, say, you're neutral. But people are pretending to say, you're neutral. Very soon, we'll fish them all out. You better show more colors and people will not take them serious. So, anybody, your mama someday, can't afford you anymore.
Dr. Kislako. So this year among some no. I heard some say a tour by 7 December now. About to come is an old boy, near Sasha. See, the war only a bamuno, Ninkasa, everything to the standard. A general secretary of the NDC Timber say, oh, MPs on war, the appointment committee, no some approve Kenoforiata as finance minister because they know say Obe Feli. Na amagana for abe twaba ede amaomo should we live with it and I say we are sisi sanese de niamesi krono if you take a second look at it nka ebebwa that tio what's it your mosquito
or say can be fairly. No, the point was that kind of rata more than wabo ewa maimuha. What me a resurrected economy na I say there was no way say omo betimi ayebibi etia the reappointment. There was no way minia because the evidence were there for you to say by there ya be hu. They didn't have any choice. And I can emit you no. One shebi. You saw his performance. Because as we speak, foreign direct investment into this country, even in the midst of COVID, amounted to $954.2 million. The same time last year was $557.2 million. Increase of about 71.2%. The midst of COVID, companies say, "Well, amanone eba invested in this country." Now Obia economy, a banking sector was collapsing under JDM. Sanka NDC kosotra abaye etan kanoswa amawe anka say anka NDC ne also in the midst of COVID. I can tell you say Ghana anka abobi achiawe. This man had no clue. So but and they say if you can't beat them, you join them. MPP are buying at me at transforming the fortunes of this country to a certain appreciable level. And nobody can fight against this. I only say, even on the education front, this year budget allocation at the Ministry of Education was 15 billion Ghana cedis. An improvement by 2 billion because 2020 figure no was 13 billion. In the midst of this, government is still committed. Say, schools some ebekoso. Now in COVID time, most countries in the world were even laying off workers. Yeah. Even government workers in this country. About so many months teachers were paid, other workers were paid. Yet still no, economy no was not totally collapsed. It tells you say, omo manage economy no nipabia, they know what they are doing. I say Muhammad time bibia insi ye. Omo de eto machete so condom so omo de to so me nyameboa. They couldn't run the country. You see, but Mama now join say or be capitalize it on COVID now a day or how kakra abano. Eso now play on the emotions of the people so that everyone amana relation me say the obey biano in siaga because Ghana for ewo confidence ewo nana Adankwa Akufo-Addo and MPP mu now I think that he's even scared of sure to say that some people on the party more they will come after him. He knows that he knows. That's why he's doing that. And that's Anka a former president. Kasa was say can't sema so. Can't sema ni party papa yasema okay asema etasumu. But he's doing just propaganda. Say in parliament we don't have majority. But who is the majority leader in parliament now? Minority leader, so just playing to the gallery, and for us, no, it's not going to help him. Plan is say we have to be focused. Now, you deliver on our mandates. A Juma Emma Eso Ghana for ni. Now Ghana for harm. Say the first comment on the floor of the house. Nipa to be make a statement on COVID-19. So now me make me submission. Make I say COVID-19 no. I bring 2 scenarios. One, I cause havoc. Nipa will the whole things are happening. The restrictions when you are discomforting. But on the other hand, no, COVID-19 so in a way no is a blessing. What I say because through that no, your inadequacies. For any second COVID-19 anka agenda 111 no ebia anka mawo. Through that you who say your medical facilities no inadequate. So something has to be done about that. So so at the end of the day no yetimi here 111 now. Look at we live now at their brain. COVID-19 time. Yes, switch it into virtual mode, online learning. But we all know say ICT infrastructure no and they're very strong in this country. Some areas beyond the man, we can say, online or virtual learning now. In this country, school going children cannot benefit. But the men will say you must do something differently. And Abai accepted the challenge and doing all these things. So your man penny now say can send be say your create 6 additional regions. Now you create your third one. I mean don't know what they're talking about. But this government has media review of the budget now say in the next 4 years we are attempting to create about 4 million jobs.
Yeah.
2 certain programs are being rolled out. What we are doing? I'm telling you, say what we have done in terms of job creation in this country. When they compare the NDC time how they did now, we have done far better than them. So on chance say obey ABC, he cannot tell because only ideas we are no clue. Just talking and pandering. I mean, for me, this is completely unfair. It's completely unfair. We believe, say, and single every country. Now, say, make I say, one of the TV stations, France, I'm a president. Who say, maybe somebody even hate him.
Yeah.
Frustration because of the economy. What the reason? So to me, make any logical argument situating within what is happening in the world now about even vaccine supplier. Look at the politics going on there. The politics.
The critics think you are emphasizing so much on COVID.
No. Before COVID, was anybody talking about COVID? It's a question. No, COVID in my no, because COVID in my
no be any COVID
yeah, Juma. Economy no grow averagely by 7%.
No be COVID.
NDC almost 3.4% growth rate. You buy 2017, you call 8.4. The following year you call 6.2. The following year you call 6.5. So average no, we're doing well. Yet maybe do sue your fiscal deficit. What I say, from about 9.5 to around 6%. Nobody fingered COVID, but COVID is a reality. You cannot wish that one away. Globally, Obiaka Wasem, Oko USA, Joe Biden is talking about COVID. Oko UK, I mean, everybody is talking about it because it is creating imbalances in our economy. Nobody wanted that one to happen. Sakanya no anka this country, and Kyakoenim further. Now I'm telling you, in our sub-region, Ghana is one of the countries that is doing well. The NDC for they know. Mahama, he knows. That is why he's going round, because Mr. One call round that. Now think and say, Minko Kabisa, now Ghana for the. But it's not going to work. Minya. It's not going to work. Last time Parliament took a chance to them, say, Katasa, tell us, say, this has to be done in this way. You cannot even say it. You cannot say, why don't you try this approach? I mean, you don't do politics like that. Politics shouldn't be about convenience. So, politics is about alternatives, reasonable alternatives. I didn't now say and because of A, B, C, D, but you cannot convince anybody. Say all time, any time. I'm changing how they did to create jobs, but at least we know what we have done. And I told you about the 1D1F that we have brought. At least, I created agenda 111 to create so many jobs in this country. You know what I'm saying? US Congress approved about 1.3 trillion dollars. So I'm on fire improve upon the infrastructure. US of A. Why would they do that? Because USA, do they need to build more roads? Do they need to build more airports? But that injection of 1.3 trillion is because a bit create jobs, a bit revive economy, a bit place the economy on a sound footing. That's how we build economies. That is the plan. And that is what the government is seeking to do. You see, this hospital, our trade, meanwhile, a bit offer employment to local people there. Anywhere. Yes, all these things will be done.
John say, and yet district beyond here, district hospital.
Okay. So now then I'm going to ask you, okay, say the time. Okay, say almost 20 corridor every region. So So is it telling us say in this country, region beyond here?
And a prayer, Dr. Foucault say, John Mahama, and yadum. Now, Omekacha now to say. District A, District B, District C, Omunya District Hospital. When the here now, side district, no one say, Omuno de Omunya District Hospital. Nenka, Omunya, Uncle Omunya Day. This is not Omunya Day. This is the same person who went around and say, or build chip compounds, Mebana. Yeah.
Chip compounds, or yet chip compounds, and you have a government or say, every district must get and he's fighting against that because it's just politics. When we say a cost affecting the political fortune, that is not how we run a country. This is here. Every region must get a regional hospital. Every district must get a district hospital. It's very important. If the government will find the money, that has to be done. Meaning, healthcare is very, very crucial and critical in our lives as individuals. Because I'm a child here, those times, no, I'm 18. When you're all you didn't even know where to go. So it's much ado about nothing. Who asema one can? I mean, you only asem become asem one. That's what you do. Because one day, no, small can it will come back to hit you. So this man will find reasons to condemn. So your creative 6 additional regions without bringing jobs and development in those areas. But that make capacity. You have 2016 elections. I can't say big creative regions. Initially they claim to oppose. Later, I'm also can't say also by Yamiba. You know what I mean? Only ideas no, or be ideas now, or they bomb mana tumpana. Then you have to keep quiet and let them do it. So I mean, yana ahomete. Unya akunya. Mahama 4 years plus extra time of meals as the vice president. A dear meaningful thing, partner, papa edibre or mine. Okaso basi 200 schools. Okaso basi 200 senior high schools in this country. All fees no, not 29. 29. Yeah, bear no, we are even completed some of them. A buying plan they say. Because what could see a school in Rome, baby, minia, children have to walk to the place. Now we are even thinking, say, there are the boarding facilities to those institutions. I work in Zima community senior high school. Headmaster, no, he or see, yempe boarding facility, Emeka home. You didn't do all these things. You didn't. Oh, say, hey, we have been in the education for some time. They go for by no. Oh, who say, instead say impo obesi different schools in different areas. On put they say, I think now young body on The existing one. Because squad to make your TKSS. We call TK right now. I mean, go and look at how he transformed the school to the model school project now. So because now the school can take about 3,000 or more students over there. So the point I'm trying to establish say, Mampini Mahama okasa no edoso. What I say? I mean said the air cost no. I mean a billion kakra. So until who how I see a respondo. But I can tell you say the yedegu akomobiano dia ebua ama omanede omano etumpon akonkan. I mean I'm hoping say e betimi areki in the needed resources no. Let me upgrade this hospital at least commencement fee of $100 million. As we move on no, you'll be able to get more money to be able to make sure say you not these hospitals no na abua promo for let's say obi yare trade for example me share who hospital be a demo ho tinipa na yare a this be at number kwada so SDA what I say and now hope exchange what up this only floor the ebaho and I say be a no cost some so and all that. So, but will be on my a free these facilities of pressure because a very equitable distribution of patients to these facilities. So I mean the government is on track doing what we have to do. Make sure say health wise no, tomofono a genaso but I mean it's not even interesting. And heartwarming, say, under NPP, 2 critical sectors of the economy, education, health, we are doing, massive investment. Either encouraging, either refreshing, either something laudable the government is doing. You will 101 Nubia. Sorry, 111 Nubia. You see changes at better. Over education, we're also doing so well there. Fees near school, I come to stay. You expanded and it's also improved TVET and all that. Looking at teachers' welfare. I mean, this government is doing so well. We call trade and industry, the 1D, 1F. Meaning we are making progress there. We call the technological side as well. We are also making. Go to the airport. The paperless intervention we put there. Through that, even in the midst of COVID, we were able to rake more revenue through the system we put in place. And maybe a chemu, but so you more money meaning it's a MTN to MTN or Voda to Voda. But now interoperability, you can even from a bank account to a Momo account, you can switch between all these things were done by the MPP. And anything for no omo nyasa ideas we bi minya omo nya bi ye pobia na bumanya na pobia o fan the kapa no ko IMF say me compare policy credibility obia o chia ko policy credibility wa nya bi na obia wo bia obaye o say IMF no bi ma film no na o ye film on na pede and I'm hoping say Ghana for e be bia yani near share between these two major political parties near share in our history. NDC almost years in government plus the PNDC the almost year and how the NPP within our short period in governance. Look at what we have done. Meaning most of the major interventions in this country were done by the NPP because we have people who think deeply, who love the country and make sure that things are done. I bet me the abua economy and then MPP. And as we speak now, and you will do so. Now say when your opinion napo, you no call energy. Look at the wonders he is doing there. Sure. Or see you doom SCC and to his words. Look at and Ghanaians might be grateful to Akufo-Addo. I mean, I'm telling you, and the MPP say at least 5 years. You're now relative power supply in this country. When you're in now, those times now what station B now you baho na ya dunkania na I'm Charlie Wontumi couple and now people were dying because of so candle and all that, and the government has come. All these things have stopped. All this have stopped. Your man at me cost second. Me say Oko Wesley Girls before free senior high school now almost yearly intake 400 students, but with free senior high school Wesley Girls with double track can admit about 800 intake na double. The same thing applies to Pempe College or Pokuwari. Into Columbia anka only chance because of the grade no anka Wontumi call Wesley Girls no free senior high school no ako adeso that boy akere free senior high school anka wa yefa
kotifi
we na your benefits benefits now am say
okay
say say ompo bi asema who shona sanwa cha bana and people will be talking about say and if you say yes yeah school your school system they have an issue so bana with that first high school minya aneba unim northern schools are empo school free no feeding grants almost every week na papers publish it sanka feeding grant with free senior high school minya what be that say feeding grant encore we have spent about 7 billion Ghana cedis within the time I implemented free senior high school no to make sure say akora na wo Sudan to aduntia anka ontimi obioma 18 junior high school ontimi encore secondary school no these persons can go to school.
Okay, Tago, you will agree with me say enei kroye papa yi ye betete nkapa baby we would see bia kasa ndi obekasa. Government is working, doing a lot. As communicators, you need to tell Ghanaians the story of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. I mean the success story. How would you want this man to be managed? Ninsemwa oka say ye nyai no na ontum futungu amanfo anisa na fesu yemfa ye ninkozi na ji bebrebe na yenye nimfi niema pa aban no eya e wose ye bo eno so wodo na say chichi muma omanfo etiase na. As a communicator, how would you want it to be handled?
Aneba me dase ohineba adeba ko say magana fo nyina ehunu say COVID no any excuse and MPP government edema all over the world. You ask yourself say edema US a free Afghanistan just like that, because said the cost of even that keeping that military people offshore Afghanistan
and Afghanistan can say replace
sir hey so what trans here no be say from Obama time from Obama time to Trump time no munya so free Afghanistan. But you ask yourself say why are they living now? And why is it that Joe Biden anytime Obaka Sebiano he talks about cost, because he knows that he has to satisfy American people back home and they're not satisfy Musika. Now share the cost of managing American soldiers no honor. So you are free or no this kind of fear a bit more one mind. It's COVID need yet mean kase break the year free because a taxes are esenka abanya because abanya timi nya enye bibia without taxes abanya be anyone mo be say o do one sika na be your mind taxes no dey be nay ask the various DCs and MCs or more say ask all internal revenue and ask say whether they are getting their target. Yeah nyuma nketenkete wo fie no me bi say obi a wo hwe say taxes are now we before COVID and then now do you pay that same tax?
One information revenue for last year you me I meet target no because of their work no because it be on my uncle Jomania that day my tax rebate frontline health work thing but because of the paperless intervention at the port no it me enya more revenue, so the difference wasn't so much and can you know paperless now because people at the film they lost their jobs and all that. But people's intervention no continue. Everybody a lot of revenue
inflows.
Yeah, from that.
Oh, Taco. And COVID idea. How be but said me kind you find your excuse that. And you know, and you might see a biano or mine, yet peace I enjoy, because on my no my idea to talk when bibiano el coso. Now you about communication. Say Oka say John Mahama echo rounds no. About to be a man any idea man for the Benantino. No credit say a buy no juma or yen day. At the Quemua or more ye are only distracted. But I say pay attention. Because you see baby and Troduno, a science on the time will be make any false statements no. Government communication should make sure say the facts are brought bare. Is it the ordinary Ghanaian through internet, through radio, through area gong beaters and that's whoever political communicators in should get that information to make sure say they are not, the ordinary Ghanaian are not polluted, because that's what they do best. NDC and then almost propaganda secretary they call whatever. Communication officer. Before it was propaganda secretary, because over propaganda, it goes to tell you who they really believed in and how they manage their things. To the American say, they will pay attention. But government no word more and a party no word ye. Party no interest in what the government does. The party communication there, it should be up and doing. Government know what other things on by. But anytime John Mahama did any false statement, bebano. Was a government communicators and a government MPP party communication area Jumano. Government should bring figures to make sure say Jumano Ebium tell the MP honorable Kinsinyako Eduma Oye. Other members of parliament Omokasa carry weight because they are close to power and Omope information and data they get it better than some of us. They should be up and doing and communicate to the ordinary Ghanaian and let us know. Say this and that is what is the truth. Say the other Ghanaian no young politu. Say cause say a judge man amma communicators and kwa. Whenever any intino say the meda honorable asino. A juma or your wahi. The waiter a carry no is even it goes further than some of us will do. Tebesre the members of parliament, government appointees now, almost sectors, they should not keep quiet. Because or attack sectors or co-agrica, your minister or more Greek, they should not keep quiet and make it lie. Until once they come in, now you see for South figures, no, near their court. Government communication, said a mechanic. So we should new man and I don't go for the buy a year. Now we should do a year bar. I always say, below average. Below average. I always say it. And won't even blame me party because party can do to a certain level. But attacks now are buying us a court to the government. And you know, communications they should deliberately invest in it. I will say it again and again and again. They should deliberately invest. Say someone buy airtime, TV time, online. They should do it. Because a Juma Oyanona and this is for attacking. It is a one said that Anya who Juma, a bedu baby no. Now, a friend of mine, sometime in a Behuna was a okay 2020 elections no echo ending no. Ne hunkophobia ne hu more grounds that. The blue more economy nika any boots that no much be nothing on Babacasa. Sometime na a dema and this for D no more DMV. It is a attackable sector and now any part of it come out and talk to us. Say the best ever Nediako because almost you know more they are very diabolic.
All right.
Very diabolic.
Madame Hombras is here na me ba me Dr. Kingsley Nyako Engrom wo kwada so na yeni efi enkomo me ba.
Yes, na mujuma de ne hyase. Mo ma hanya kum. Yedam wase.
Research has proved that about 90% of diseases could be traced to the buildup of waste and toxic materials in the colon.
Excuse me, what's your secret?
Living Bitters comes in handy to cleanse your colon. For bulk purchase, contact Capital O2 on 0244 225522 or 0270 225522 or 0550 40 9999.
21st Clinic a sciatica expert. Sciatica expert a 21st Clinic. Ye hon ye dia bibidro esan yare wo ba. Ye your lab test na wie no. Ye be ye o massage bi a wo ba wi so kra wo nya bi da. Ye wi de wato machine so. Ne dia bibidro ne dia wo no. Enti wo to ase ho no entini na wo ho no. Esane fa wo sirem wanase wo nantu nyina fa wo nanso ho nyina no. Sa ehun teche mape nurse wo die mia. Ye friend sciatica. Na wo mo ye expert e wo Ghana ha no. E 21st Clinic. Ye were more than 10 branches in Ghana ha. Wudu sunyani ya yeni kumase enkran baby a. Say ye be fufro e tadi ma efie kuma number 9 eho na sciatica expert 21st Clinic adwuma obetimi afre wo frɛ number no branch na ben wo ne a kyerɛ wo na wo kɔ hɔ 0540 311311 0540 311311 sciatica expert 21st Clinic.
Dr. Solomon Asaka ne hubi Solak Natural Clinic. Hodie yemfa yare enko ho ensan fa nkofie bie na latest machines a odiaba clinic hodie esewani ensa wo ka kire kra. Oba opa wo be ma wonya low sperm count. Say yes yare. Wo aposo na yawo ya. Afi prostate enlargement, any prostate cancer, and infection bia aba prostate ne mu de. Solak Natural Clinic ebetenete. Na ba diabetes, any koko any obi a wo ye kese abro so a ne nyina. Ehun ro wo ho a ebetma ma wonya fa hodie prekope. Enedie yenkochichiri pi enkose sika kwa. Ebra Solak Natural Clinic ewo ho a wo be ma wa yare papa ne bo san dafo. Seba machines papa na owo ultramodern diagnostic machine a obetimi dia hwehwe omu ehun yade bia e haw ebra wo mre ho kra wosan wo body mass index machine a wode behwehwe nipadwanum ehun se bibia enso ededa na kwam wosan wo liposuction machine a eboa ma obi a waye kase abroso no eyiyi srade ni nyina afri nipadwanum. Solak Natural Clinic aside the massaging machine a betima miamia wafri wutri so akosi unase ama honam asisi hunso ye pa ema obi a nada o hwehwe omo a fo ni kire kentenkro no omo ni Shell filling station no ene di nhwane mu ana frɛ 0241 590 837 0241 590 837 Solak Natural Clinic ayare safie papa no
victory edu papa nie victory edu papa nie victory.
Hey, so when I'm going to 2 months with you, victory, sir.
So you're real nuts now, your swatch. You know, victory garlic mixture, no? You're going
Hey, and the victory garlic mixture. Let me join the celebration.
Victory, Edu Papa, victory.
Menu. Number gentlemen ndi me mo afrosane ye. Me nya victory garlic no. Ene me ho atome.
Kane no. Me nati kakra na makuma bo mi periperi na mabre na me niso nyine bri me na sisia no me nya victory garlic mixture no bibia ye kama
and let's celebrate
da onya fie dumi you know appeal for any oba or man for intimi mfasa edro ibi
victory
FDA agi edwadie enkrato yi atom.
Yare bakwa ehaye mema pa especially ya yenya 40 years and above no efire prostate ehon obetumi nya prostate enlargement anasta prostatitis se wokwa yare sabia na catch us wo PSA level eko higher kaina hu se wo prostate no ehon ya tochema se hu se wo chim ansa na wadwonso wo dwonso na emu apai anaso edu anadwo a wo ta dwonso a ene kaina hu se wonya prostate disorder. So utumi didi ye anasa watati ne tene wapom anasa wonya daily supplement bia ebetumi aboa ama wo prostate no ejina na nan so sambere man chechire we a natural link company a womode pros love capsules a eboa mberema prostate true man ana dinner capsules eboa emba efrichiriko ubetumi afremo.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Good papa. Ganabam, if your apostle, your waist, all your body, you make bazaar.
Thank you so much.
What are they?
I'm about hospital.
Ghana. To wait here from doctor no. Where you then?
Ebiao.
What massage there?
20 cedi.
Mr. Tiabako. Ghana ba yento emeto ha. Efesa Tiabako nti. Efen chuobi 20 cedis.
Hey. We doctor. Nemo say we Ghana ba mo kan. Say am tuo. So so. It me ta from Ghana ba. Ghana ba. You can.
Michael, we're supporting the immune system. Yeah, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go many better.
Because supporting my boost and phone immune system. Hey, that's a Michael t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. The combat the fun kind of the t-shirt to go, mommy.
Boss, champion, Mr. Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, supporting the immune system.
And your well-being.
Fico 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement.
Watch the game. I bet more.
Jikosi. The only man, remember can think of football one I do say.
Charlie, neninje, misumininje, uniha, nyauhiane, freshman capsules.
Not just fresh lady capsules. I'm more bano. And one use.
Freshman capsules. A one memon pomudin.
Fresh lady capsules. A woman ma omutseya omufichu kem.
Fresh co capsules. A yema kuku.
Fresh products. Hashtag live your life.
CD capsules. My body say.
What body and prince?
CD ointment. And also
what brand CD and prince?
Mo se wo pay immune support. Pa. Se do nipa kwa no beye wa adwuma said yes sir. Simple. Kope CD capsules. Enyarewa mo bo rough. Ye nim so anante ana wa adwuma kakra bi no abra ye so week bia.
Enya me ha pa no.
Enya wate CD capsules nkan. Wo ya so amde kope bia. Wo house wo twa.
Ena CD ointment.
Eya do tatahwe ada obenya ho no. Ko CD Herbal Center ya. Wo ye CD ointment ni CD capsules no. E wo la bi Sharom Sport. Ya e Ben 19 Junction. Na ko tie se general body pains. Nya no ko todwe eye no ya. Na e ko na poso. Honam ya. CD ointment. Enti few days shrim e ko ya wonom de CD capsules. Shrim e ko wonom CD capsules no. Na wo de CD ointment nso e massage.
Na menya ni nyina bi wo he.
Pharmacies, chemical and herbal shops. Dudwa for 050-5767-425 and now 0209-682836. A pin for a batter one more manu for Nkwada when you feel me FDA.
Tashi eye medamu nyina mo ase ene mu dede wa bra me di malam langobu ayeta fra no tashi ho dance kire mo a mutua na mo ansa na me di obi ho dance na kire se me hwene tia sante mo mani bo akohoma papa no ameka na asem no onye ni paketo adua mo akua mo adua mo papa yi ede bibidro esa yade a enwanwa na ahudwiri enti ene brace obi kase bia wotna se ma stroke yade a hano bia emse no onti tashi papa ne sa yade bebre se ma de yade ana ha wa na se gono tashi wodi sima ana si na preka na de enwanwa ahudwi kura ne se stroke yade no achi wo na yemfa nkoto ayade sabia amunum ho akọ ne nkyene a sima tie tashi pro capsules so ho eno so eboa edi mema kagina mu mo mutum bo adwuma ye wo mpamu na ne cream ne wasa manka de na me yada ada mu sane se cream nwanwa so no so de aba no eno ana se kokwa fifiri obi tu a wutimi na munya sawa de ka ho na wudi tua na so de fefa so a seconds amunum ho ana ate ubehu na kira kwane e wo kwa bra hwia obenya hwia so me no ana bibie ni afre na homatofo 0242 665 168 ana 0204299890 Mala.
You can face homeopathic clinic here. You share your rear chronic diseases. And some are what by your home. You do chef idiom. Na fidian a straining the pediano. Not a chance how when they won the pedianum. Your chance will be a 1 year stroke arthritis problem. Who the puppy won't go to German out. And also when the puppy was sciatic problem. So puppy born in a beer when your name we are. ama wo be ma no ho kra nya akono wo hu nipa bi ewo eni wo haw ya ka cho se wo de ne agrokoma se wo hu nipa bi aware ache awo ne ma na wo sign faith homeopathic fo wo de a na minim baby kura wo be ko bi be se ya fidie ni mu bi na afidie no ehu haw me aba nipa bi anim na enche enupa ye fama kuma se ahema kokobe akra ye wo so wutom Ebenezer Junction Western Region Bogoso Boka Abonsanim to Chidiana mo ebla na faith homeopathic phone radio eye sonko faith homeopathic clinic.
7 minutes after 5. I Wontumi 1013 and I feel Wontumi TV. Dr. Kingsley Nyako and Daniel Teku and Menumu Edin Konyenko Rem El Quada so na Yenshe. I was sumi be Ngotinieno the Penietima ye Achi Edifri Abaimu Abba. Kwada so ene se de botaira na se ni so de hunu esi etie onim se weekend annual delegates conference constituency conferences no because of nimsha kwada so de enso no ahihye egu akwan mu a omususu no ebeye omudie doc
yeah
kwada so what to say
yeah ngadom mame sancha kwada so phobia na me na mase se nam omoso makopie ewo meshe bedwam because enya omo a menua anka meni ho de ebetimi aye wo meshe bedwam ene kwada so nyina no enam omoso delegates omkoto aba domase ena tom follow so a mokwada so a omoso December 7 omkoto aba Shaman Manyam, Neighbor Kana, Nakufado, and MPP. Now, Minia, ya could do parliament. I mean, so far, Yankopado, Mashebejum Hono, let me add the Juma Kakrawaho. Say, at least, Metibenya Konya on the floor. I think about 11 times debate and comments and all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, first timer.
Yeah. Because first meeting I did 6 and second meeting so 5 and both budget now budget caretaker finance minister Sechemensa Bonsu the two dra minyakwanya debate and the finance minister media policy review so minyakwanya so debate abesman kopa de matimi make 2 statements first meeting 1 statement second meeting 1 statement so and okaso na saying majority chiefship and MPs be from both sides. I'm a home. And to do so motion be on corporate social responsibility. I'm a debate here, but I didn't go through. So these are some of the things that if you honor yet me I crab. I'm say you're quite in Nakopa Boyne. Nanim dia aka Yamadamai. And back also. At least I started here for the first time in Kwadaso history. I decided to do town hall meetings the communities now. As we speak now, I think I've done about 11 or so. 11 communities. 9 town hall meetings. And to me, next 2 weeks Sunday, I say I'll do the 10th one. Now I think for now my year for all the communities now. Constituency no. Again for the first time just no. Yes, anka Easter break no. And Easter period no. Anka be football gala ama blue no, but because of COVID-19 yeah. So what I did was to organize a dame competition. It also went well across the constituency. Into normal first one up, second one up, your momo some present be cash price and all that. So and also was something very good. And again, we say central command of the constituency. Promise them some see flats be master because need enough accommodation for the soldiers. So promise you more 400 barrels of cement. More and I've done that. Apart from that, also no. only say there are some of the youth somewhere then. So we imagine saying to some of them, I'll put them into some of these skills training, I think about 2 months ago, club 30. I master class persons and more. Bese omusuanti omusuan adepam club 30 almost 30. I think for the past 2 months now. And you give them equipment. He had the tools they need, the sewing machine, hair dryer, and again, Omutin Sanyanano I took over as Abdo Musuan, and I'm hoping say and also know a bit me I call a year at the album. Others scholarship schemes are fighting for some of them. I bet I'm co school no some funding be now I'm school, and I mean we are also doing all these things. There are some programs we are learning because of COVID now, and to me, but I hope there's a COVID now about for more. There are some plans before or more and there outside the shores of this country. And these are some of the things that saying. So one of the town hall meetings, our town or so, what I did was, don't say you were, I think 4 police stations within quite that so, town or so, or back on a sea about north, a container hall, back, your Sansubaco hall, you will be so Tachiman, then Chamoso, and April. So I was able to get them motorbikes for each of them, at least for patrol and check crime in those areas now. Apart from that, so many street lights, over 400 street lights, LED ones now, have been supplied to some of the communities and all that. Yeah. So and there's a program here targeting some women. I may find 2 jobs, but Enchebiano, a big run up a bit me as support you. And there's over road network. When you are 200 months, so I mean, your road network when you are in Koye, because also over the years, because Kwadaso was part of Bantuma in shares, and Kwadaso was neglected in a way. Because it was not done consciously. Yeah. But the first MP in that area, the focus I think was more of Bantuma. And Bantuma so area for a long time, not development, because of the location, Bantuma, a doom or the Subin side near that day. And the Obey in share so MP so no road minister, so Osha road development will be now called in shares. Quite so ethical, but quite so big municipal status. Ama edomize sa. So as we speak some of the roads are being built. So one major thing also apart to housing. The crime was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. So when I won the promise, one of the major things I did was to pick some roads, and it was one of them. Luckily for us, early in the year, which apart to housing, on my year to Pokrum, I can't have kilometer no way. There was a bridge being also among L50. In Tomu Sabit now, at Britain Company like Wabaye, I think say on Bayako. So that facilitation and lobbying for that particular stretch meanwhile, relief was area. And this also Oshimase Nanchamoso Tachima Kwayako trouble issue. You fight pressure demand if anything asapia and heavy boss 8 months pressure. You know what I mean? So as we speak Asabia is on the road. And I hope very soon and also will be completed. Some roads, for example, so I see about apart from Snake Flat Old Town,
the other side,
single tile road. Yeah. But as we speak over call them Omo Yakwano, I and chair, see about for the first time on Mehun tile road. There are some challenges be I pray. Omo Bakwano as a contractor Kofi Job was so down Kakra. Many Kofi Amakwame Achma kwama ena sticker nhia so hu se sa kwan no nhia so apre na ampatia free ampatia ko nya kofiria until your meeting discussion ho. I think last time I was saying chief of staff on that particular stretch now. So we are because Okopra is so bad.
Very bad.
Meaning it's a nightmare. So into no, and then we feel if you were to cry about something we are going to work so hard on. So and a ton of so can be the only ton of market echo patapa. Ton also and you feel honum echo techima. So I store. I've been speaking with the contractor. So I've also spoken with Gambra, many road ministers several times on that. They are making some monies available for them. So these are some of the things. And I'll call in Sum, Kodasum. Also, no, some of the roads have been built. I think about 10 kilometers. Fantastic. So, yeah. So far, we are doing our best to make sure, say, at least some of these roads, because probably now the more here are your coin. That is the bottom line. So what are we doing? But I want to assure them, say we have been working on that. And there's one other road so and young quanta Okoya Santuanoma through to Kesben.
Yeah.
Bridge be for so many years. But luckily we got Jasmo to work on that road. Or start here in our store. We've been working on that. Luckily for me, many project manager na kasai. I'm about last week Friday about Beshe. So it's promised me say they've come back. I'm been who does some year. So I'm mobilization aside the back. But I've told them it's bar. We also must start first a bridge. So that so that is the situation. So our roads are so bad. But I'm about my say we have to fight for them, and that is what we are doing. Myself and my MC and assembly members, we are doing our best. Quite so they been now facelift on our roads. Osha SK Nyama time. IPT. Almost IPT for them Chinasi.
That care.
ABC Apatapa. Nankopado. That one was done. Now I buy and what I was able to do within that short time. No, Apatapa to Polchrome or Seco housing. So you need to see housing now. Now as I'm sure Sonia will come so much also fighting.
Welcome market.
Fantastic. So that is the plan. But when you because of COVID now a baby difficult. But we are still fighting to ensure some of these things are done. So far there and one critical issue too is about employment. At least like I said, I've been able to assist some of the youth to get jobs in some sectors, both private and also public. Some of the youth have done well for that, and I'm still fighting to ensure the little people the few people we know are Wontumi Abua, ama youth no enya bibia no menya. We are also doing our best, and in my own part personally, what I have to do to help them menya, we are doing it. So 8 months, it's not bad so far, so good. But moving forward, I say it may more to help the constitution. At the end of the day, what you want to achieve, they say, what ama and what bet me there, so. And our chance when group be our meeting 11 a.m. in my office. We share about discussion about I mean me and fun to job. But when we say the outcome be fruitful. Now the boa quite so constituency now acronym. And the best say I'm on touch. Na omo form sunsum touch no man parliament na dia ibedi omo hwambo unsa politics eminya ya prepare so but at the end day ya make say me tama SK Nyama MP I didn't do anything to undermine him, never, not even once. So you also want people to understand, say at least at this time you are there, so you need the support. The time no sooner or second contest then we all go and move on. So something has to be done, and if you're able to achieve something significant, when we saw buy that when who can Kingsley buy or to me ABC for me that is the goal. Luckily for me, I'm saying I was able to lobby a KG facility be for April. Mesaka contract nyinaa. So I think it's very soon no the site no ɔma pick site no ɔmo bɛyɛ ɛde aboa na ala yɛmɔfra no onya keji kɔ a ɛbɛpɛ no ma no kɔ primary school. So these are some of the things many are really no make me akai say yɛtu na more our constituency nim. There are some little things you do for institutions and all that. Then you know a call to help constituents one way or the other. You know, they are say we are alive to help people. That I say about one the boy constituency near the day. Now when no ba yenya na bia den e be kan.
Tego.
Aneba
emesore na me ne onobo aba biwi.
Nokreni se mitie nyoma onobo kan e kire opepa ne odo a woma kwada so.
Yeah.
Na de okata ato a manage ho pa ye KG de na oka no. Obi bia na nige se amofra no foundation no ebe stronger no. There is owo odo e man constituency because KG ade bia se wan ko bi na ko class 1 straight I struggle pa. And you be an call international school could to us as can. Inti honorable lobby for you know. A better honorable as na yes, I said,
and you come in Sakon.
Oh, yeah, then I mean, say when ya, dance pa because media me very particular about education. Now, minim caging for so war. Inti a better honorable as na yasre. So, Bokoso, Koso, now was senya bibri, Yama, Quadaso for said no work. You know, be in him Quadaso. In him how Omuhian your bibri inti. This is the right time for him to do something. Said kind of Johnny Dean. Na Echimane Beka say honorable by when beer. Obedi 16 years and now 20 years no timidi Emma. Oh, for some of us we know you before you became MP. And you know what you are made of. And you say what TNT. Honorable, you know what you are made of, what you did before you became an MP. And we know say politics you're lobbying there, but we know your stock. And you say obesha party ni monyam na wahye kwada so fonso ni monyam na omfo nso asua se de beya anwoma bekoso na meba minsam so no kakra medical aka mesa ka biom da no meba programmer your communicators me very very particular about them because minim sedie ebimu ahofo mane to ho acha adwuma o ma yama party for a long time e be srem paying say mbetwa mo ni ahwe mo na yetime train you it's not about just say obema nipa na call radio so nko but obetime train no resource no say the beya government projects ni party nyoma ni ade no obi hu say oh ohene ba ye party adwuma no enimonyama party ahye ni nti say meso me ba be party adwuma party nso be ye betwa ni ahwe me na yakoba ne say ohene ba ye party adwuma na we hu ni bia na bibia wa no wa ana nya akono nti party for no besere obi anya de opede said ye complain say Ghana for nti ase because of COVID no ye nti ase kakra na party nso entwa na ni hwe omo said be ya omo ebenya opepade party adwuma na ye ma menum omo adwuma hodo amu no enye bibia no munya free party no mu nemum policies a party ne de bamre bia se free SHS agenda 111 fa so a MPP nko aba munya ntina mo support party no ye besere mo bia ntu futuro bia ngumoni party we ni party betimi ama Ghana akonanim party we ni party a edi nyoma bebre even though onye social democratic party nanso enyoma o ye ne sin social democratic party for no ye besere se mo bokoso ata party na chi mo mama mu kuma se de me kan ye no enyoma besesa nti mo amwo eminasepo ewo abufo nkitikiti bo ye market ahodo because of nyoma bi esi ye no ye besere ye wo ye nim ne doso mo ma ye mfa abufo ense ya de da masesem da ne da nyina mo tie na mo support party no
great Arabo yen sorry mo conference no ye da be
na doma memenda
oh okay Saturday
ochanchi anapa 8 na yeshia o beposo school mo nti abesra obi o police station executive we delegate conference say omomra na dia akoso constituency no ewo constituency side me side MC yelbeto dwa run that account who their cost over the period. So until be so be so and about so I mean a better discussion to know what dear be what the banner say if he say a toss no I bet me so the Accra region.
All right.
Now region so man at the national be so be say 8 a.m. Meminda omunyina amomra na enya fe kasi won so enya nipa the slow bia na ya di wa to joy me so no un say some of us party communication un say ya che apart from Oba radio TV we can also write publish so many stuff now because of government work ne MP work no at times no now your parents don't deserve first no but some of our young guys took over and they've done so well minya any other ones no you be sure mon crime those time some time ago I was able to lobby and mobilize we need some team be a tablet compoma some of the guys no but baby now no, as we speak no minya they are capable what's a party no let me you see omo now mo position omo for the future of the party because you started build the capacity now and probably be an show same amamanya na ebia na yedoma bro so yam for your share your guys na face some more talent na amboano na you so because in penifon there enche na ibi so ayede aba no want me amble de omo a omo no opportunity na they cannot so and the man encourage us me say e mama intent na say when I be unanya bibi no omo ko so enya one day o town na be dey time so so a na so say ya sumo nipa asmo mo chale chairman oni chairman you know ejuma baby now so baby na no me ejuma campaign we didn't even get anything no but they believe say this is small mo no say impo say emfaso no emfo mo chamba na go be so different person too that's how life is it's oh yeah dear I know what you say oh yeah ma hinibanti no so hiniban na my word no
yeah
so at times no from your heart no God can use somebody different to lift you up because say who didn't pay the MOB. So all those guys, I don't want to single anybody's name, but they know themselves. They be about you watch them. That zeal and a passion for the partner, the blue blood in them no. I'm also a man and juma. Mama no imagine say Domo yeno obien hu yo. And that's obien feel more. Domo yeno. One day thank
you very much me na me homra na mene Jimas Recruitment Tourism and Sports Consult wo mo emedin komo ansana ya sore sukra and a Jimas Recruitment Tourism and Sports Consult na enedi uma na ebe kan masem na omuria mamomu babai na omasoreko ni omini asembia enne Jimas nko a so hoye
nyame adom mo hene ba na wonso e
nyame adom bako bia hoye
nyame adom
Jimas fo no nyina hoye
Jimas fo obia hoye e director ye madam ne ye staffs nyina obia nyame adom mo nyina obia hoye
okay mo wa hen
Me pacho abusiafo ye wo patase mango down. Ultra alignment kakra bia. Free alignment sufu line e ba ultra alignment kakra bia. Ye wo patase mango down on your right. And na akran so ye wo Taifa no way bus stop. They said ye de bia ye kan. Wo hia ya betimi afrɛ e wo numbers mienu we so. 020 126 4101. Eno ye Kumasi number. Ena MTN so ye 0241 493748. Ena Accra so benya ye 020 292 1404. Ena 0248 948180. So hwehwe ye a benya ye won numbers we nyina aso.
Moya dey.
Oheneba baby I me ba meka. Sauti Jimasa a travel. Sauti Jimasa a tourism. Sauti Jimasa a event organization. Sauti Jimasa a event planning. Sauti Jimasa a flight hotel and reservations. Sauti Jimasa a local and international job placement. But a numeradia a travel and a menu baby home como. A
contour home common and me home common and you menu baby. Hey, na mudi ni pako. Utu ni pako heaven na.
Me pacho wine. So open nkwa dia. Ya do be ko.
Jimas recruitment tourism and sports consult akwantio en komo ena yumi menu mu trans na edi hu komo. Ehin ena mutimi di omanfo ekona ahombo abai na wosi di pane ye na mususu motumi aboan.
Anwumre oheneba me da se ene akwanya wo dia mami. Meche watiefo nyina ene wahwefo. Jimas fo ye wo baby bebre ya betimi de wako agise wa modi Europe ye wo Estonia ye wo Czech Republic ye wo Croatia ye wo Romania ye wo Lithuania ye wo Germany ye wo Poland ye wo Canada ye wo US Canada crowd se yasia BTRV visa mo a se wo temporary resident a ye betimi de wako enti Jimase de ye wo Ukraine so crowd ho ye guso ye fa passengers den ede wo mako Ukraine enti Saudi wani chire Jimase dia Europe agise wa modin Canada ena US ho ye any baby asese ye de ye ni ahwa ye adwuma ko ho nko a
edimi nya dan na motimi aboa me de matukwan
so pese ye mo ne mfa wuntu kwan a ubehia o passport o passport picture o police report na menka se moima atiefo enhye ne nso obi anim se akwantuo ene ho nkrata asem de obi kan ye sika enso Jimase se ode bra sika kuma bi ena obetu enya de a ebebro wa hoodin so bebre se wonso wontimi ntu kwan ni bi Jimase so nko a ena ema work permit a wode kwa akoye adwuma na work permit no se wo contract ne so na ye extend amawa ye extend no work permit biom na emum ye extend na ma resident permit a wobetimi di atena kurom aye adwuma bia
o se Jimas moje work permit no e de man nipa no ko na ebe no so na mo kwatwimu a se bia ya bosumi nsia mo kwatwimu akọ afe efiemienu efiemiensa enye work permit ni biu nemom dia na mobaji amano
me pacho resident permit ni ye dia
resident permit
me pacho
eno no kire say
resident permit ye permit a ye de ma wo amanone ba bi a wote a utimi de tena kuronim ye business bia wo pa bia say your work permit you are only limited to work with permit na wanya no by your resident permit to say Canada resident permit Canada ba bia wo pesa wotena na wo de business bia wo betimi atena ho even the province ben na Wontumi nko ubetimi atena Montreal ubetimi atena Brown Street ubetimi atena Nova Scotia ubetimi atena Montreal chese Canada just one modi Alberta Quebec Manitoba even na Wontumi ntena wo Canada
me be say me come Monte Carlo
oheneba enye den kra no nti na ya kire ya so ye say Kumasi wo patase mango down udodu mango down a numbers a media to dwai a 020 126 4101 number MTN so frey obenya was 0241 49 37 48 eno ye Kumasi numbers across udu Taifa no way bus stopper wo de freying e was 0202 92 14 04 and a 0248 94 81 80. Offer your numbers way beyond so. Ya betcha e wo ya so ye ama waba. Yes bra. ye ma work permit no contract ne so because abrochire ansa na wo betimi atena honom na wonya citizenship ana say wonya permanent resident no age say wo resident permit a wo dey adwuma 2 years na watua tax e dey ama aban no ansa na wo ma wakwanya ama watimi age citizenship ana say permanent resident no enti Jimas nko na ye travel and tour ye say wo dey bra ye ma resident work permit no na di kan fa no wram wo di kan the work permit ni wram a oguso a wo ye adwuma no wo ye adwuma na say ye extend visa na ma wa ye extend resident permit e de ma ye ma resident permit na etimi ma kwan e ma wunya citizenship etimi ma kwan e ma wunya permanent resident enu ntina ye si obi biara obeda sorry na akwantu obeba na adwunim no ofa na nichire Jimas recruitment tourism and sports consult na ye nko ne moa because adwuma bu bebre e wa ma
adwuma bay ana agbuo adwuma bay ana mode mekoye
adwuma bu bebre adwuma e wo ho se si aye wo construction no to say de bia meka e building e dan no ye nsi nwie ye enti ye guso ye hia nipa ye dem bekwa kosi
graphic na bisimidie
e na ye hia agric sector farmers enso wo ho ye hia warehouse helpers and so on. Ye factory workers and so on. Me see a man na mo kuromu ha. Mo ni adwuma ye. Na mo ni abrese mpese mutu kwan. Ekokoye adwuma. Na mo nya skatu mu botom. Na mo di behwe fie. E di behwe nkwala no. Te say dem me wo baba akote ye. For when it's Jimas recruitment, near for Uncle Croatia, near my uncle ye adwuma, near mo okete papa ngu botom. Na fabra. Nafa biba be hwefie fa be hwa maame nafa biba hwa ma no nafa biba bo awuku no
security
menye japade ma
wo mu kwei won hyehyɛ amoye se won ban bo onkonkodru na yankotete ne nkwa na yakaya de se de target TV no what is the assurance from Jimas
say first no ye gi adwuma na ye de akomo obi aye ye de komo obi ya da bia meka se oni obi ya de na se wo mpese obesisiri nipa kora onje chire ni nsa ngu nachi we Jimas enye travel and tour ye de wutu kwan na wo kwa kodru ama obi akwakwajo passport say je se wa ye adwuma 6 months aje se wa ye adwuma 7 months ansa na ye do passport ama o da bi because passport na ye nani a wo de nam enti no assurance ameti media ma atiefo ene ahwefo ne say Jimas de wo de wani to ye nso a ye ni uhwamoda ye ntimi ni uhwamoda yes if woni kire yaso ye na ye nko wo moa kokoduru na wo de kokoye adwuma because any Jimas edwen ne manfo ho e wo Ghana enunti ye panyi free Canada aba be bia adwuma wo han sa na employer bia wo ne ye adwuma bia asote enti ye Jimas yankasa ene yakwa amanone yakwa kwaje contract no ene ye de aba ene ye recruitment e de afa nkrofo de o makwa amanone ama o makwa kwaye adwuma Jimas si onfa na adwuma ma obi anya biem na emum no nkrofo kra ne san de o adwuma bre ye ma ye ma wo mu
komfort de o adwuma be gum so na ma ya ma wo Jimas recruitment tourism and sports consult number ni biu
me pacho ye say patasi ye wo man go down wo de wo free alignment e ba on your right ye wo carpenter for ni opposite ho no ma ubehu ye wa bronsan white bi so ye billboard e bo ho kakra boya o frey won number we so so a ye beje so ne ye ne watwetwe nkomo akumasi eye 020 126 41 MTN so benya wo 0241 49 37 48 ena akran so ubehu ye wo Taifa No Way bus stop Taifa No Way bus stop wo de wo No Way bus stop na wusia freying e wa homa we so na ye ma yahwefo ni bi mra mefa no momfa won koyen office eno so benya wo 0202 92 14 04 0202 92 14 04 ena MTN so benya wo 0248 94 81 80
na fi studio hako free hako okay enti sikasama ehihye ne te sei jizo otua muka nyina wie ene yenim nkofo bia mo sei beza no beje mo ajiso abetua ne ka anso na koje visa namba momo de ne te sei ansa na wasa che mo chia kwan bi wan ya sorry
me pa cho Jimas de ene yenim se ni sikasem ho ayeden enti no yese wo de bra fa o passport o passport picture any police report na pesika kakra tu botum ne fabra wo de ba ye won hyehyɛ ye ne waye akwantuo ni bi wo ho a nhyehyɛ no ye bu mu miensa ama a obetimi atua ne nkakra ansa na wo visa aba ena ebi nso wo ho no ma endorse ntino ye betimi ama watu afa na afi ye de age visa na ma enti Jimas de se ye nwene ye manfo ho a anka hyehyɛ we nyina management omomfa ngu akwam eno nti ne ye sei obi amfa nani nkyerɛ Jimas every se wonyame ene ye ni da so na ade ba kwa me pese me kama atiefo nyina e de to omutirimu ne se obi eno a wo Bible mu a otu kwan a wendi yi sa kwantu nya nka Nyankopɔn won kan kyerɛ Abraham se won firi ni papa fie na won kyerɛ no man a onkoso a obedi yi enti akwantu de obi obeka kyerɛ sa akwantu nya no minua ka kyerɛ nipa kroso ye obronsan because wo de won pese obedi yi bi se Bible fo akwantu so na o ma Abraham firi ni na jafie etu kwan kokodi yi dia ene na me ka kyerɛ tiefo ne ahwefo nyina se wo de wani kyerɛ Jimas na ye de wutu kwan na akoye adwuma betimi abobra ba fie aba ye agipade me das
ano Jimas for na ye ne mu edi nkomo no bibi ha beka twa to na wawi
bibi kakra beka twa to se woda na wo so da ya akwantu ba wadwini mu afo wani kyerɛ Jimas
woda na so da ya na so akwantu
ho da ya
for ni kyerɛ
Jimas because Jimas de send ye da meka no megu so no maka akwantu headquarters
any Jimas
ela wunya ka Jimas nso dia traveling to bia anka dem that's
okay very interesting University na ya sorry so nyame aduma echina Friday ya betra say echina nyame aduma on the privilege on Wontumi morning show I am sitting with the managing director Emma Cocoa Processing Company PBC Nana Ejenim Boating the first oye amwaman hene na wonim se asantememu mpuntunyuma kesia yera santekotoko hene ene aban etweba asantememu no ono ena mpempi ya osi yera namu awosa mpuntunyuma kesia ni nyina echina yedi asantememu nkomo na afi adwuma so a oye PBC no yene Nana Ejenim Boating the first Nana amwaman hene atrase wia yebekwa amwaman na amwaman susu no yetwa fa okakra benfie nsianso a metena konyasu yi ensesan ya nyame nam ne so ede aba amwaman